I think the whole journey through infinity is just, it's making us accountable for the spending. There's things that we don't need. There's things we want, but do we really need them? And I guess the answer is no, because we have bigger fish to fry. We have, goals to be set, and where we want to be.
Yep. Money isn't the root of all evil. The fucking lack of it is.
Not money, the lack of understanding money.
When I put that into emphasis, when I realised that psychological effect and how it hit our family, I FTB all the fucking way.
You are now watching the Money Mentor podcast
With Graham Home.
Graham Home.
You're fucking gone. See ya.
Hi, my name's Erin. I'm one of the relationship managers here at Infinity. And today we have Noel and Terri-Anne Denke here to talk a little bit about their journey with Infinity and what their relationship manager means to them. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Erin.
Lovely to have you. I want you guys to tell me a little bit about yourself for the people at home and your family.
A little bit about ourselves. So I would say we're career defence members. Terri and I've been coming up to my 33rd year. Terri-Anne's been in 30 years. Before that, it was just other stuff. It doesn't really count. Our family, I met Terri-Anne. She had 2 children, Shanice and Braden. From that point on, it grew to 4 in total. So we added Samara and Takia, our 2 daughters. And what else have we got there?
About to be married for 29 years.
Yeah, that too. That's important.
Congratulations.
More than a life sentence, they say. But we do well. That's pretty much us in a nutshell. We have 3 grandbabies.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget them.
Yeah, can't forget them. Extended family.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, lovely, guys. So before joining Infinity, what was your life like in terms of financials? And
before Infinity, look, we thought we were okay. Surprisingly different now when we look back. But, it's like Terri-Anne has always said, we were okay in our wages. We were happy with what we were getting. We were spending it. We had the cars, had the boats, had the trailers and
we
caravans.
had all the toys.
Over the different times of the years and everything like that. I was going to say I'd never think we were poor, but I'd say there was probably a couple of times through our early us together that we were eating the tomato on bread, and the kids were having the good noodles. Food. But interesting when you look back at that. But we had the bills paid, and then the rest was ours. Yeah,
we had a budget. A very loose budget, but the budget was to pay car registrations, to put food on the table, to have petrol money, to make sure the electricity utilities were paid. So the money was always there for that. Whatever was left over was free for all. So we had just built our what was supposed to be our forever home, and it was built, but there was no landscaping. So every pay to pay, we'd spend $2,000 on landscaping or whatever needed to be done around the house. But then when you think about that, that's $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year. Not very good at math, but that adds up. And what did we do for it? What did we do with it?
Who'd you learn that from?
Our relationship manager.
I will take the credit. So you had all the toys, you had the dream house. So why Infinity?
So when we moved into the house, we were both 52. We'd always bought turnkey homes before. Everything was done. We just tweaked it. But this time we decided to build our own house, which, as I said, was going to be our forever home. And we were 52 and we wanted to retire at 60. We're being military, we can retire at 60, so we weren't looking at retiring at 67. I had semi-retired, so I was made redundant and was working part-time. And 8 years, we got a 22-year loan from the bank, and I thought, I don't want to pay the super that we've worked so hard for and pay off the mortgage, because that doesn't leave a lot left, but it'd be more in our pockets for, quality of life of what we wanted to do with travel. So I didn't Google anything, but Big Brother's always listening, I guess, and across social media comes the Money Mentor. And I listened to it and I thought, that's interesting. Has to be a scam. Still interesting. So I showed Noel and we watched the webinar and we were sold. It was like, all right, sign us up for the masterclass. So we signed up for the masterclass. I think that was a month later. And we were still sold within a couple of hours because everything at the webinar was given for free. It was still the same information that was given at the masterclass, but a lot more in depth.
Greater detail, yeah.
Working with our numbers, and once we put our numbers down on paper, we were gobsmacked. We were also one of those couple that taught by our parents that you pay. If you've got cash, you pay for it in cash. So we had 2 cars paid with cash. We had a caravan we paid with cash. We bought my mum a house for her to live in. We paid cash for that. We bought our block of land that we just built our home with cash. That's like 200, 400, 500. It's over $500,000 in cash that we still had a mortgage. We still had bad debt. So, yeah, after the masterclass, we were even halfway through the masterclass, we were ready. We were signing up. However, when we filled out all the necessary requirements of paperwork, I didn't want to press go because I'm like, what if this is a scam? We had a little bit of savings in respect to my dad had just passed away, so a small inheritance. Had that not been there, we wouldn't have been able to afford to sign up because we just didn't have any savings. We lived from week to week.
Until next pay.
Yeah, until the next pay. But then, yeah.
Wow. So that's where you were then and where you are now. What has resonated with you the most on your infinity journey?
Interesting, because I don't think there's one thing. It's just infinity put together. It's you, it's G, it's Beck, it's the team that surrounds you guys, the experience that you have and hold and give to everyone else, the friendships, the mannerisms,
The education.
education. It's infinity wanting to give what they know to everyone else. So that's definitely a big one, isn't it?
It's not keeping, knowing all the information and keeping it to yourself. It's sharing it with everybody and letting everybody know that we want to fuck the banks. We can say that.
So for those of you at home, I'd like you to tell them what it's like having a relationship manager.
She's like a best friend. We talk more about life and families before we get on to what we want to move forward with our strategies. But it's like having, I know we're older, so it's like having you as our daughter and we just chat away and catch up.
Talk to you for that information that has been bugging you the night before.
Yeah, because
should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
because I'll be hard on us and say we're not doing very well, we can do better. And Noel said, no, we're doing really, really well. Then I'll talk to you and you'll say exactly the same words and I'll be like, okay, we're doing good. I just need that extra positive confidence. I don't know why I have to hear it from someone else opposed to Noel, but I do turn around and say, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So how is having an RM keeping you accountable?
It's like having you in my handbag all the time. You're not on my shoulder, you're in my handbag. So if I go to pull my phone out to pay for something, then I have to think, Erin's going to see the bank account and hold me accountable. But I think the whole journey through infinity is just, it's making us accountable for the spending. There's things that we don't need. There's things we want, but do we really need them? And I guess the answer is no, because we have bigger fish to fry. We have goals to be set and where we want to be in 12 months' time.
It's interesting. Terri-Anne will say to me, the car's broken down. Well, as an example, we need to get this fixed. It's $1,000. But Erin will see that. I'm going, Erin's not going to be that hard ask. We need to get fixed. We need to do this. We need to do that. That's part of what we do. She goes, oh, okay. So there's that as well. It's interesting. I think to very, very much in Terri-Anne's mind, hang on. And it's constantly, what would Erin think? What would Erin think? So should we be doing this? Would Erin tell us off?
It's making us accountable, and you're never forgotten about. You're always in our conversation.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm like the little angel on the shoulder.
Yes, definitely the angel.
Yeah, I definitely have a devil, but the angel wins all the time.
That's good to hear. So what has been your most challenging part of your journey here at Infinity, or most challenging task that you've had to face here at Infinity?
I think initially it was sticking to a budget because we've been on a budget previously in respect to, we've had the tomatoes and onions on toast because we weren't earning much money. This was when the kids were little, and we're the typical parents that continue to tell our children that story, because just to know that we're not where we are today because we haven't done it easy the whole time. So I think because we were spenders, we were big spenders, didn't think about it. We were on good incomes and we did spend. We made sure the bills were paid, but we spent the rest.
That's interesting too, because we were both brought up in quite poor families. Both my parents didn't work. They were on the pension with 4 kids sort of thing. Not broke, but, and it's always that as dad, I'm going to give my girls everything they wanted, So, and I tried to, and I still try to. So,
but I think now having those bigger goals, and it's not, we're on a budget, but it's not a tight budget. We manage, we food on the table, there's a roof over our head, we have fuel. We don't have as much fun, and that's not because it's the budget. It's because we have bigger goals, and if there's anything extra, we'll sweep off our mortgage, because that, in my eyes, and I'm assuming Noel's as well, is the fun, the goal, getting the goal done, and the fun can be done, like all the fun, like going to Europe.
Terri-Anne will message me and she'll go, I swept $200 out of the FFF. I'm going, oh, good on you. She gets so excited.
I'm the CEO of finance.
You sure are.
I let Noel do it once for 6 months when I was deployed, but then I took it back. I'm a controlling person.
Okay. Well, did you have fun with that, Noel? The limited time you had in that world?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. All right. So what has been your biggest win so far here at Infinity?
Going from a 22-year home loan to initially with Infinity 5 years, 8 months. But knowing, as we've discussed earlier, we will pay it off next year.
Yes.
Which will be
we will.
just on 3 years.
Yeah.
So we started with Infinity at $440,000 mortgage, and we're down to just under $200,000, and we've just been with Infinity 2 years. So
we talked a little bit about that the other day. Remember our goals? We went through your masterclass worksheets and where you write your goals from 0 to 5 years. Do you remember those goals?
No, but I'm sure you'll remind me.
I certainly do. So we wanted to get 3 investment properties, and we wanted to pay down the home loan within 5 years.
Sure.
Since being with Infinity, we're now in the 2nd year, as you said. We have 3 investment properties.
We do.
And we're about to pay the home loan down next year.
Yes.
All within 5 years.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely amazing.
Best we get more investment properties then, huh?
I think so. Sky's the limit. Okay, so being part of the community, Infinity community, what does that mean to you guys?
I think we've mentioned it before, we're Defence. So Defence in itself is a community, unlike most communities out there. But joining or being with Infinity, it's another family. we're all structured, we're all wanting the same end goal, and that's to be better people.
To have choices, to have options later on down the track, yeah.
And to be able to have other people that are like-minded to discuss or talk or bounce off, or we're open to discussion. We wouldn't sit with a random – we very rarely sit with – well, if not, we don't sit with family or friends and discuss monetary finances. That's just not the given. But you don't feel weird asking another person in affinity, how's your journey going, you know, and being successful like that. So I think it's just another family community, which we love. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We love having you part of this community. So to someone sitting at home thinking, do I or don't I make the plunge? What would you say to them?
Do it.
Yeah, absolutely do it.
What have you got to lose?
You take bets on things that are so much smaller or gambles on some things smaller. So take the leap. You know, there's Infinity is there to help. As you can hear by what we've done, and we're one of, I don't know how many people that are improving their lives and everything like that. So definitely go for it.
With the information that's given, it's free. So run with it. If you're skeptical, run with it and see if it works. And the numbers will show you that it has definitely worked. We're not paid actors. We're just normal human beings talking about our life. Paid actors wouldn't be in Defence Force, so we're definitely just normal. And listen to the webinar and trial it yourself. And if
ask
the numbers,
questions.
Yeah, ask questions, and the numbers work, then come and join us.
Join and get another fabulous RM.
That's it. Called Erin.
Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. And as always, I will see you next month at your check-in.
You will.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Erin.
You fucking gone. See ya.